Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the podium Dean Karen Sims Gallagher.
Welcome everyone to the 2014 Doctoral Hooding Ceremony for the USC Rossier School of Education. I'm just going to deviate a moment to explain this is a very important ceremony, but we have changed the processional. In recognition of the heat out there and the fact that the graduates and the faculty would have been standing for about an hour before we came in, we decided that this was a much better arrangement, and I hope you'll appreciate that's the only. We wanted to make sure that we appropriately recognize your accomplishment, which I think most of you graduates have waited years to be sitting in this ceremony, so on with the show. And just one word, please stay hydrated. Okay. We are all so pleased to celebrate with you today. You've achieved a remarkable and fairly uncommon distinction: the successful completion of your PhD or EDD degree. First of all, I want to recognize some members of the platform in the audience. I'd like to welcome to our ceremony the chairman of the USC Board of Trustees, John Mork, and his wife, Julie. Over here, please stand and be recognized. At this time, I'd also like to introduce the members of the USC Rossier Board of Counselors who are sharing this special day with you. I'd ask the members to please stand when I call their name and stay standing until I've recognized all of them, and then we'll applaud them as a group. They are Board of Counselors Vice Chair, Dr. Ira Krinsky. We're going to do it as a group. Okay. Board of Counselor Member, Dr. Maggie Chidester. And Board of Counselor Member, Dr. Dawn Lacey. Now, let's recognize them as a group. Our warmest congratulations to each one of you in the class of 2014. I know I speak for every faculty member when I say we have the greatest respect for what you have accomplished. Earning a doctorate takes commitment, perseverance, and a sense of humor, in addition to the intellectual rigor and research competence. Everyone on this stage and in the audience knows that. Fewer than 1% of the adult population in the United States has a doctorate. That means PhD, EDD, or any other professional doctorate in any field. This does place you in an elite category of educational leaders, and we are now proud to call you our colleagues. Your degree reflects your passion for improving learning in the field of education in very meaningful ways. Our field, from kindergarten through college, is undergoing many, many changes, and you are now prepared to play a leadership role in helping to shape those changes. I hope that each one of you will take this responsibility very seriously. For over 100 years, the Rossier School of Education has been in the forefront of scholarship, research, and leadership in the field of education. It is a real point of pride that the first PhD that USC ever granted was in the field of education in 1927. Those of you who are receiving your PhD today join the next generation of scholars, instructors, and researchers in colleges and universities. I'm eager to know the impact that you will have on educational issues like teaching and learning, college access and cost, diversity and equitable outcomes, and technology and blended learning in classrooms. What an exciting time to be in education. Those of you receiving your doctorate of education today will join a proud tradition that began in 1931. Your predecessors have administered complex urban school districts, they advise presidents and policy leaders, and they lead educational and community organizations around the world. And you are now prepared to do the same. A third group graduating today comes from our very first cohort of Rossier's Global Executive EDD. And I'm so pleased that two of the graduates could join us today, Candace Bledsoe and Michelle Turner. Our global executive EDD candidates come from all corners of the world: Taiwan, South America, Europe, and the Middle East. These candidates were able to complete this prestigious 25-month program through campus courses here in Los Angeles and in Hong Kong with our partner, Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, and through online coursework on our rigorous 2SC platform. Of course, like all of our students, including everyone in this room, the global executive students made lots of use of social media to stay connected. They're now prepared to bring innovative thinking and leadership to the important educational organizations in their home country. Congratulations to this first cohort of graduates. This year, the Rossier School made a bold promise to its graduates called the Rossier Commitment. Simply put, we will support you throughout your professional career with resources and mentoring, should you request it. Thinking of the motto of the USC Alumni Association, this is lifelong and worldwide. But we can only do that if you stay in touch with us. When you are asked to respond to surveys, tell us how we did. When you are established in your field, please tell us how your doctoral program impacted the work that you do every day. Stay connected to us at Rossier so that we can be an ongoing resource to you in your careers. Stay connected so that we can learn from you and that you can continue to learn with us. I know you will all agree that your success and achievement today are due in no small part to the exceptional Rossier faculty. I believe we have the finest group of faculty in the world. These are the individuals who taught you, mentored you, and truly cared about your success. They've guided, counseled, and consoled you, and probably cajoled you when you needed it throughout this challenging time. So let's take a moment to thank the faculty of the USC Rossier School of Education. I have one more announcement that we just learned yesterday. Many of you know that last fall we had the visit from NCAID or CAPE, the national accrediting body for schools of ed. This was our initial visit, and while we knew we had done well, just yesterday they gave us the official word that we are now officially accredited by CAPE/NCAID. That's a big honor. And why you should care about it is because we went up against national standards and were found to have more than met them. And also, those of you in K-12 education, having NCAID CAPE accreditation means that you can go to other states, and if you desire to work in the schools there, you have reciprocity and you don't have to go back and reestablish your credentials. So it's very important. So all of us in the Rossier School will watch with pride as each of you moves forward with your career. Again, on behalf of the Trojan family, I congratulate all of you. So today's ceremony is rich in its traditions, and it has become a tradition here in the Rossier School for Dr. Gothel to describe the symbolic meanings embedded in the university commencement ceremonies. Please welcome Professor Emeritus Dr. Stu Gothel.
As you march in academic procession on the commencement day, you wear the caps and gowns of a long tradition. For a moment, you are wearing an ancient regalia, the proud badge of belonging to a great profession, that of student. This costume has emerged from centuries of tradition in Great Britain, where each university adopted its own costume without regard to what other universities have done. In 1895, American institutions created the Intercollegiate Code regulating the design or patterns of caps and gowns and hoods and the colors to be used. This code remains substantially intact today. And for the next part, I need a volunteer. Kyle Bruich, will you come running up here and face your colleagues? Caps. Typically, the Oxford or mortarboard cap is worn. A recent exception is the wearing of a soft cap. The tassel is black, only the doctor's cap may be made of velvet. The tassel is black at USC for bachelor's and master's degrees. Doctors and governing officials only may wear a tassel of gold metallic thread. It is customary to leave the tassel draped over the left temple at all times. Over the left temple at all times. Gowns. There are 3 types of gowns. Those for bachelors are black and have long pointed sleeves and are worn closed. The master's gown, also black, is made with an oblong sleeve, open at the wrist. The doctor's gown is an elaborate costume marked by velvet panels down the front and around the neck, as well as by 3 bars of the same material on the bell-shaped sleeves. It is cut much fuller than the other gowns, and unlike them, may be ornamented in color. USC is among a handful of universities which permit other than black doctoral gowns. Our gown was designed by the inauguration of President James H. Zumberg in 1981. Hoods. Of all of the components of the costume, the hood is the most symbolic. It makes clear the level of the degree, the faculty in which it was granted, and the institution which awarded it. The level of the degree is shown by the size of the hood, the width of the velvet trimming, and in the case of the doctors, by the shape. Your hoods are lined with cardinal and gold, USC school colors. Good job, Kyle. The velvet trimming of royal blue signifies the PhD degree. Trimming of light blue signifies the EDD degree. Your academic regalia is not merely costume. It represents an unbroken chain uniting students and scholars since the Middle Ages. Thanks very much, Kyle. There are other symbols. The heraldic flags. A flag has been designed for each academic unit which confers degrees here at USC and is carried by a student at commencement. The Rossier School of Education banner includes the academic color of light blue. The 4 quadrants of the flag are adorned by 2 panels showing the book illuminated by the lamp of learning, the traditional symbol of education. The 3rd panel is occupied by the sun with alternating straight rays symbolizing light and waving rays symbolizing warmth and affection extended by USC to its students and community, the Trojan family. The 4th panel includes a torch of learning, a clear and honorable symbol of the higher learning. The university seal. Dating to 1955, the seal depicts 3 torches: arts, sciences, and philosophy, the California poppy, the university flower, and a setting sun, symbolizing the vitality of the West. In heraldic language, the torches are symbolic of learning, the sun is the symbol of power and life, and the poppy is the symbol of growth. The university motto, translated from Latin, is "Let him bear the palm who merits it." And finally, in answer to a question often asked by my students in class, quote, "Will you make a copy of that so we don't have to take notes?" unquote. The answer is, all this will be in your commencement program tomorrow morning. Go forth and celebrate the day and fight on.
Thank you, Dr. Gothold. USC Rossier School of Education doctoral candidates, please follow the directions of the ushers as we now proceed with the hooding and conferral of your degrees. PhD recipients, will be first, followed by the Global Executive EDD, and then the EDD. Each candidate will be hooded by his or her dissertation chair in the alphabetical order of the chair's last name. So all of you, friends, family out there, look for your son, daughter, spouse, friend under the name of his or her dissertation chair. Candidates' names will be announced by Dr. Melora Sunt, our Executive Vice Dean, and Dr. Kathy Stowe, Associate Dean of Academic Programs. Let's begin.
The following candidates for the PhD were chaired by Dr. Darnell Cole. Ji Zhu. The following candidate was chaired by Dr. Estella Bensimon. Robin Michael Bishop. Following candidate was chaired by Dr. Dominic Brewer. Matthew Redmond Duque. Following candidate was chaired by Dr. Gib Henschke. Shirley Chan Perry. Following candidate was chaired by Dr. Gail Sinatra. Benjamin Charles Hetty. The following candidate was chaired by Dr. Catherine Strunk. Tracy Lynn Weinstein. The following candidate was chaired by Dr. William Tierney. Raquel Monique Rawl. The next two candidates are from the Global EDD program, chaired by Dr. Mark Robison. Candace Bledsoe. Michelle Gillenwater Turner. And now we have the EDD candidates. Following students were chaired by Dr. Shafika Ahmadi. Emily Jo Hernandez. Mark Edward Jones. Stephanie Ann Osowski. Joseph Noel Rios. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Paula Carboni. Maricela Limon Resendez. Rebecca Ann Williams. Sonia Belen Mercado. Stacy Sine Chang. Armine Movsisyan. Ryan William McDonald. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Rudy Castrita. Mavis Taufau Tavanga. Gretchen Louise Jansen. Tiffany Benet Curtis. Raul Cervantes Ramirez. Charles Dwayne Smith. Maria Luisa Covarrubias. Daniel T. Assisi. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Estela Ben-Simon. Michelle Gonzalez Blaza. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Rudy Castrita. Lena Bakshi. Terry Tanise Walker. Tanaz Farzad. Javier R. Guzman. Michelle Oliver Woody. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Darnell Cole. Lise Marie Choucaire. Trisha Keolani Ipia Peters. Joshua Kananani Mauloa Kaukua. Lauren Johanna Kaup.
Malloy and Kine, you're going to do the hooding because they're not here.
Mary Elizabeth Ivalani Ohia. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Michael Escalante. Monica Pan. Orila Marie Wiedoff. Sebastian A. Puccio. Starlene Van Buren. Elizabeth Bernal. Megan Ross Burton. Joshua William Porter. Anita Aurora. Alejandra M. Mendoza. John William Bradley Baker. Felipe Martinez. The following candidate was chaired by Dr. Karen Gallagher. Rocco John Sifoni. The following candidate was chaired by Dr. Pat Gallagher. Rena Zihong Liu. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Pedro Garcia. Gustavo Oseguera. Jennifer Marie Amran. Phyllis Dianetta Woods. Emily Ann Bailey. Christine Elena Wilson. Sine D. Pearson. Daniel Brian Sweet. Philip Chen. Susie Kim Zeitlin. Crystal Smith Turner. Scheherazade Mohazab. Patrick Giddis Rimbunbo. George Tin Chung. Nornisa Corben. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Stu Gothold. Kyle James Bruick. David Lawrence Dunstan. Pamela Renee Brown. Lucia I. Perales. Gregoire Lamar Francois. Diera Ijama Okonkwo. Carla Gouache Foranda. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Alan Green. Dolores Angelita Curry. Richard Burton Marks, Jr. The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Gib Henschke. Jennifer Estelle Panegas. Veronica Obregon. Ryan C. Eisenberg. Eileen F. Ivins. Jason Aaron Kunsuicki. Michael Allen Thomas. Donna Stewart Lewis. James Michael Feigert. Acacia Marcel Osborne Warren.
The following students were chaired by Dr. Dennis Hosevar. Heather Tracy Schonthal. Orchid Quinn Wynn. Chandra Wati Payton. Ilder Andres Bethencourt Lopez. Natalie Ann Raimundo. The following students were chaired by Dr. Sandy Kaplan. Shanora Nicole Plenty. Luciano Sid. Adam Nathan Paskowitz. The following students were chaired by Dr. Adriana Kizar. Yoon Jung Kim. Veronica Vasquez Allen. Lillian Harriet Violet Coy. Roberto C. Montes. The following student was chaired by Dr. Courtney Malloy. Lourdes Maldonado. The following students were chaired by Dr. Brandon Martinez. Abby Lane Halston. Maria Victoria Sumajit Viernes. Devin Takashi Oshiro. Scott Keolani Parker. Kawika Charles Rose. Valerie Suzue Shiraki Bland. Sherilyn Saojun Peng. The following student was chaired by Dr. Maria Ott. Xiomara Mateo Gaxiola. The following students were chaired by John Pascarella. Jenny Akiko Nishimura. Clint Kuahibi Pasalo Anderson. Janet Lynn Edgehill. David Renan Hollowell. Arnold Da'Alnui Jr. The following students were chaired by Dr. Margot Pensaval. Kathy Renee Krishia. Aaron Vincent Martini. Janet Patrice Mack. Esther Jang Tamanaha. following students were chaired by Dr. Larry Pikus, Robert Justin Sherrill, Sharon Dolores Smith, Kimberly May Fricker, Todd Stephen Schmidt, Diane Faith Lorman, Aaron the Sledgehammer Craig, Lynn Marie Garrett, Kelsey Kekue Enyo, Esther Sojong Kim Cho, T. Chip Dale, Samina Park, the following student was chaired by Dr. Robert Rueda. Glenn Secchi, the following student was chaired by Dr. Gail Sinatra. Mark David Alonji. The following students were chaired by Dr. Julie Slayton. Kei Alohilani Hisako Okamura. Nel Savalos Venzen Jr. Michelle America Bonina. Kendra Rochelle Peterson. Akila Corinne Lyons Moore.
The following candidates were chaired by Dr. Kathy Stowe. Michelle Renee Nye. Edgar Malik Stepanyan. Aaron Lee Pagel. Dana Joe Tate.
Following students were chaired by Dr. Melora Sant. Alice A. Young Singleton. Dayan Christy Nagato. Danile Lee Choi.
Kareen K. Lee.
Brian Daniel Quaison Peng. David Coulterman. Sunny Murillo Roden. Michael Saya Meli. The following students were chaired by Dr. Tracy Tambasia. Christopher Eric Matson. Hanan Louis Juf. Eileen Flora E. Silvia Cristina Lavenverde Rivas. The following students are chaired by Patricia Toby. Catalina Lara. Heather, Catalina, sorry, I already announced. Sorry. Catalina Lara. Heather Heimerl Brunold. Rebecca Marie Haggerty. Scott Andrew Smith. Maurice Mijalski. The following students are chaired by Dr. Kristen Venegas. Isabel J. Morales. Luis Dorado. Paul Wesley Deacon. Carrie B. Kreutzer. Michael Roy Gatto. Yamonte Cooper. Congratulations. The following students were chaired by Dr. Ken Yates. Heather Micheline Davis. Diana Zepeda McZeal. Last but not least, Joy Orduña Lorenzana. Congratulations, everyone. I would now like to introduce my colleague, Dr. William G. Tierney, Associate Dean for Research and Faculty Affairs, who will present our 2014 Dissertation Awards.
So congratulations, everybody. Now it's my privilege to present the 2014 Dissertation Awards of Merit to 3 people. Our award winners are members of both the 2013 and 2014 class. So our PhD Dissertation of the Year is presented to Dr. Megan Chase for her dissertation, Culture, Politics, and Policy Implementation, How Practitioners Interpret and Implement Transfer Policy in a Technical College Environment. Estella Ben-Simone was Dr. Chase's dissertation chair. Neither Estella nor Megan are here, so Megan is? Come on up. Over here. Okay. Our first EDD Dissertation of the Year Award is presented to Dr. Martin Haurigi for his dissertation, Cross-Cultural Training of Expatriate Faculty in International Branch Campuses. The presentation will be made by Dr. Robison, Dr. Haurigi's dissertation chair. Come on up. Our second EDD Dissertation of the Year Award is presented to Dr. Natalie Raimundo for her dissertation, The Impact of Algebra for All Policies on Tracking Achievement and Opportunity to Learn, a longitudinal study of California middle schools. The presentation will be made by her chair, Dr. Dennis Hocevar. Thank you. Gib, take it away.
And now, to offer his congratulations to the class, please welcome Dr. Gilbert Henschke, holder of the Richard and Mary Cooper Chair in Educational Administration and Chair of our PhD Governance Committee. Dr. Henschke.
On behalf of all members of the USC Rossier faculty and staff, I'm honored to be able to stand here today and congratulate each and every one of you. After years of extraordinary effort, you have earned your PhD degree. Now, many people today and in the future will address you as doctor. But I hope you will not mind if I and my colleagues on stage and in the audience one more time continue to think of you affectionately as both old students and new colleagues. And so congratulations, G, Robin, Matt, Shirley, Ben, and Tracy, and Raquel. Your transformation from doctoral student to colleague and peer has been both profound and a joy to experience. Over the course of the 4+ years that you have been with us, you've challenged us with your questions, inspired and sometimes provoked us with your thoughts, hearkened heartened and excited us with your research agendas and plans, and throughout this time, during this process, you have become successful academic role models for those doctoral students coming after you. Each of you has unique aptitudes, talents, and skills in research, teaching, and service, but you also share one common attribute as USC Rossier PhD graduates. Each of you is now in a position potentially to affect the educational lives of thousands of people who will benefit from your professional work that you are now pursuing. You can be rightly proud of your accomplishments, but also somewhat awed by the emerging responsibility to serve your profession well. Congratulations to you for both. We all look forward to your continuing success in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Henschke. And now I'd like to introduce the chair of the EDD Governance Committee and holder of the Stephen A. Crockett Professorship, Dr. Robert Rueda.
Thank you. I'd first of all like to welcome the two students from the global program that I had the privilege of teaching in Hong Kong, and also to the students from the Hawaii cohort that I had the privilege of teaching in Hawaii. Thank you. When I was sitting on the stage, I was looking out over the audience and I was trying to calculate the number of students by the number of pages you've written over the last 3 years. And I was thinking we could probably fill this tent. So I want to congratulate you on your accomplishment. People have said it takes an entire village to raise a child, but I hope you realize it takes a whole school of education to finish a doctoral student. And even that's not enough, so it's the spouses, the kids, the immediate extended families, bosses, co-workers. They've all had a part in you walking today, so I hope you recognize their contributions. Now that you've reached this point, I want to welcome you no longer as a student, but as a colleague. And I know you recognize it's sometimes hard for people that aren't in our field to understand what we do, what education is all about. But the fact that you're here today means that I don't need to explain that to you. So don't lose that passion when you leave. I hope you recognize how different you are today than when you sat in that class the first time 3 years ago. I've seen huge changes in those of you that I've gotten to know really well. Hopefully we've helped you to see the world a little bit differently than you did before. Hopefully you can make use of the skills and tools and ideas that we were able to introduce you to, but it's now your job to take those and run with them. At the top of the list of things, I hope you're walking away with a desire to question things and be critical, not to be argumentative, not to be negative, but with a sense of healthy skepticism and the culture of evidence that I hope we left you with. I hope you also leave with a greater sense of self-efficacy, which should reflect what you can do now, which is quite a lot. When you look back 5, 10, 15 years from now, I hope you can look back on the great things you've accomplished. Remember, when you leave here today, nobody cares about the grades you got. They're going to ask, did you finish your degree and what did you do with it? So, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Rueda. Now, I want to pick up on something that Dr. Rueda mentioned. There is a group here today whose contributions to your success are indisputable. That group supported you, encouraged you, let you cry on their shoulder, kind of slapped you across the face when you needed that to get going. And that would be your family and friends who are here today. So would all of them stand up? Let's thank them. Thank you. And thank you for staying through the whole ceremony so we could do it here, everyone. Now, I also want to remind you that no program runs on its own with just faculty or students. So will the staff of the school please stand or wave your hand so we can thank you for everything. Go back there. So congratulations once again to all of our candidates, and thank you to our guests for joining us this afternoon. I need the guests to remain seated while our candidates have exited, and then you're all welcome across the quad for a reception. Thank you so much, and fight on.